balance through pleasures. Something is taken away.
I want to be wanted to, and my eyes are black and blue. Hello, I got a mind to you. Yeah. I would rather be raining down, see my mess all over town. I won't be with a blind around. I'm calling you. I can't see you on the road.
A new lease on life. You know, Lance is kind of reborn in a way. And again, he's got a second or third or fourth or whatever number we're on now. He's got another chance to make it right with his family and to make it right with the world. Probably most importantly, to make it right from within.
Let's put, no, but let's miss it. My guess is she'll be hanging out somewhere by the front there.
So he's in a great place when he comes back from rehab. He's free of the monster that's been hanging around his neck now for years, and it's gone, and things are good.
Yeah, I don't know what he's got going there, but Adigan's new thing is, he calls, tangling it up. You never know what we find, any kind of ropes, chains. You never know where it's going to be. But the latest has been the puppy pins. He's got a smorgasbord of stuff going there.
A day at Lance Mackey's kennel. Maybe a bit unorganized, maybe a bit unorthodox, maybe helter-skelter. But then you'll see him with the dog. He can get a dog to do things that so few people have ever been able to do. It's a connection. So as crazy as Lance might be, I think he's got that innate ability to build trust with something that's not human. And not everyone has that. Not everyone has that.
I'm still training dogs, which I thoroughly love to do. Racing has been a very nice bonus, but there's also a lot of pressure, commitment, and stress. And I don't know anybody that would say the whole time is enjoyable. You know, all I love to do is race. But I haven't been good at it in several years. So I want to get back to being good at it. And being good at it is being connected and enjoying it. If you're enjoying it, racing comes easy. Easy. Hey, Paul. Good night. It doesn't really matter at this point what I'm doing or she's doing. They want to be a part of it. And that's, you know, again, we're trying to make it work, and this is making it work. You know, over the years, it's been a pretty selfish sport. A lot of time with handlers training and, you know, a lot of time alone. This is all new to me too, having family that's now old enough to be somewhat involved. Enjoy coming out and doing this. And Jenny totally enjoys it. And, you know, I've never personally had a partner that enjoyed it. And that's a first. So that's, it's exciting that way. We've had a rough 5 or 6 years. And sleepy? You like sleepy? You like sleepy? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, keep going. Yeah, hold on, baby. I am. Neela, come on. No. Where's Adigan? Hey, relax. Yeah, Adigan and Lowe's not so much, but Adigan really is starting to enjoy these type of things, and these, little outings, and just, again, more family time. You got gloves, baby?
No.
No. Are you ready, babe? Does she have gloves? You guys gotta stay. Oh, you're ready to roll. Oh, you already got it all tied on? Good job. Oh, you did a good one, too. Okay, we're going.
A bird?
We are. Are you so excited?
Yeah.
We've been 3 times with only one success. As far as bringing home one.
Are we doing that?
We don't always get one when we go hunting. That's, So, then the next time when we got one,
Yeah.
they saw it alive, they saw it shot, now it's in a frying pan, and they haven't quite figured that out either yet, this is all new. So each time it's another learning experience and a whole another adventure, and something different happens.
Oh, come in, Dad.
Yes, baby. We're waiting. Oh, what are we doing for you with your mom?
What is this?
That's just a sticker. Okay, start it. Was she looking for the air chuck? We were just coming.
We are level. Yeah.
Yeah, we are. They go hunting a bird. He wants to race. Hey, we're gonna stop and walk for a minute. We're just gonna walk this a little bit first. Here, hold on. It's tied up. Okay. Oh, you're gonna lose it. That was a good shot. I hope I can find it.
Can you go get it?
I think we can. I'll help you. Oh, I shot it over here in the grass somewhere. Yeah. Seemed like it was. It's up in here, baby. Over right somewhere where you're at. Up in here. Go. Or thereabout. Watch behind you. Go ahead. Oh, look who I see. Yeah, what's that mean? Yeah, go get a bird. Again, it's not a real common thing to be doing anything without a pack of dogs. But things like this, we can't have them, and I try to keep them, as soon as the four-wheeler starts, they know something's up. As soon as I put on my coat, they know something's up. And they've gotten used to going, no, not with those in the front. Going and doing just about everything. So when they can't, I don't think I've walked through here in a while. Never know what you find. No birds, apparently.
Wait, Mom. Wait, Mom.
What do you think? Did I get a bird today or no? No, you think not? Looking pretty grim, isn't it? Can't get one every time though, right?
And
We can go on the other trail home so that then we can cover more.
go this way.
Okay, well, we gotta get forward in order to do that. We got another story and memory, and it's all good. You got another hunt. We didn't get any birds, but you got to go hunting again. And it makes you better every time. You learn a little something every time. He jokes about we're gonna go hunting a bear, but we need to brush up on our hunting bird skills before we can go hunting a bear again. Yeah.
Blake and Jen, right? Yeah. Blake and Jen Frecking.
You know, I really mostly, almost entirely,
Blake and Jen are great.
know Blake and Jennifer by reputation.
I've known them since I started racing sled dogs.
Two people that love a life off the grid.
But we have our time machine here. We're okay.
Yeah, well, obviously in the bear grease community, they're highly, highly respected, right?
So the Bear Grease is a distance race in northern Minnesota. It's 300 miles.
Best example of what mushing is supposed to be.
I think I know that guy, and all of a sudden, oh, that's Blake Frecking. So then I went and talked to him and that kind of thing. But
I hope to get to know him better.
They have exceptionally well-bred dogs.
They'll probably never win the Iditarod. Not today. Not with that type of dog.
Because you can't win the Iditarod with Siberian Huskies.
Competition is just a small part of it. Has to be.
But like, what a cool family.
Okay, kids, you can make all the noise now. Yay!
You know, that's the thing. There are nooks and crannies in this culture that are like the last bastions of do whatever you want to do with your life and don't allow these outside influences to warp it at all. And I think of the Freckings that way. So in Minnesota, it can be hot, humid, and buggy. But you take the good with the bad when you're a musher. You kind of get through the summer because you know winter's coming.
Here you go. Who are you going to feed today, Nicole? Caribou feed.
You out in the girl yard?
Outstanding. Because the kids are so involved in raising the puppies. Our dogs just adore the kids. They puddle when they see them. They wag. They're all tail wagging, and yeah, they're very respectful of the kids.
As a musher, you know, you have to become very accomplished at many things, including running a bandsaw. You know, if a horse dies of old age, that animal's not wasted. Wild animals, you know, it's cheap food.
I mean, I use modern rifles as well, but I just like the history of it all. It's the style weapon that was used for the American Revolution and our Civil War. And so this is a muzzle-loading flintlock. Basically, you put a powder charge down the barrel and then a patch, which contains the pressure, and then a ball. This is a 54 caliber, so it's a little hesitation before the main charge goes off because you're this close to it and you get this little explosion, but you have to hold still. You can't flinch. It's not just part of our history, it's kind of part of our DNA, and I think it's part of everything we do. So it's not only, we're not in it just for the meat and that sustenance, but I feel it's also just part of us. And I think a lot of people are missing that right now. And I think it's important for a kid especially to learn that the food doesn't just come from the store. It was a live animal once. And
so we're walking down the trail on the outside of our property. We're getting the cameraman set up about 85 yards from the bait. As I flank around to try and get closer to the bait, I'm trying to keep cover in between what I think now is the bear and myself. In the back of my mind, I thought it probably was going to be a false alarm once I got a little closer. I'm always monitoring the wind. Bears have an immensely accurate sense of smell. Once I got in position about 20 yards away was the first time he pokes his head up. I could feel the wind on the back of my neck. I reached forward, I grabbed the back of the hammer and pulled the hammer back. I took the shot, punctured one lung at his heart, and he took off, he bounded, and he fell right by that tree, and that's where he died. So we try and use everything, or as much of the animal as we can. So the fur is frozen right now, I'll be tanning that soon. The skull we cleaned and bleached out. The rest of the bones were fed to the dogs, and the meat I processed myself. And everything that was left here, the ravens took care of, and that was all gone by the next day. I left his heart right there by the tree and left a little tobacco. That's a tradition.
It's one of my favorite things about the last 20 years of the Iditarod is the dynamic between Mitch and Dallas Evie.
All right, hey Dad, how you doing? We're gonna ask you just a couple questions, then we're gonna go to bed. All right.
Father-son, tremendous respect and love between the two, but man, are they competitive. Well, you did it. Like they had the best teams in the world going head to head. And someone's legacy was at stake. And so if you're Mitch, you've won the race 3 times. Now you got a son that's won it 4 times.
And then sometime in the middle of last winter,
Thank you guys.
I appreciate it.
I got him.
My dad, made a comment about, wanting to maybe take a couple of years off or possibly retire, and if I was interested in any of his dogs, which was an obvious, yeah. He's got great sled dogs.
And then he and his father had an epiphany. Mitch wanted to take some time off, and so they have combined kennels together. The best of the best now.
He's talked about retiring kind of half-heartedly before, so I didn't really know if I should take that seriously or not. So this is a unique situation. Mind if I steal a few feet?
Can we remove some of the clutter? Yeah, I'm not sure we were thinking filming today. Yeah, it's a little bit less obnoxious in here anyway.
I've been super pleased with all your boys down there. It's gonna be fun to see. I know, My Prophet and Bishop and Gamble and North and West. Those are some of the old war horses that have been in there. And
I really laugh at this. Dallas and Mitch spent years telling us that, the kennels are not combined. There's no crossover. There's a separation between church and state with Dallas and Mitch Seavey. And now all of a sudden we get to 2021 and now they've merged kennels.
I'm not exactly sure. There's several reasons, but I've run the Iditarod 27 times, 26 in a row, and never taken a break.
I get it. Mitch needed a little time away. I think he's just exploring life without the Iditarod. And really, I think we all get to do that once in a while, find out how much we missed something, right? He'll be back.
I'm glad you have those guys because, I wasn't going to race them, and they're too good to just let them hang around and be tour dogs. That's for sure. So,
and I don't know how involved he will be. He's made it very clear that he'll be as distant as I want him to be.
Predominantly, my time this winter is going to be spent helping manage the kennel, helping train some new handlers, and work with yearlings and young dogs.
We haven't really talked about that for a while, and maybe now's not the time. But do you want to be involved at all?
Well, you get attached to those dogs.
For me, it couldn't have come at a better time.
plus his. I mean, it's not to say that he didn't have a dog team before.
You know, the last years have been fraught with just one challenge after the next for me.
He had a dog team that was capable of winning probably anyway.
You know, finally kind of finalized with divorce and got that behind me, which is really a drain. You know, it's a drag.
So I'm excited about that, and I will be spending much of the winter rooting for and helping Dallas if I can, and of course excited during the race.
He's made it really clear, and he's like, they're your dogs. Do whatever you think is right. In that event, it might be helpful.
Yeah,
but I don't know if, like, should we consider that? Is it something you would want to do? Because we have other people, and they would love to get up there and get the experience.
I'd have to think about it. It's probably something that I would really want to do. I'm also supposed to be taking a year off for some of my shoulder and my back and some things I'm supposed to be healing up. So I'm more likely to want to go jump at the chance and then, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be not doing this for a while. I'll go do 300 miles on a sled just because.
All right, well.
They're going to be awesome. They're going to be hard to beat. I don't know if Dallas is going to win in 2021, but I know to win, you're going to have to beat him.
There's several different measurements. So the first post is going to be at 10 feet, and then it's going to be 4 feet, and then 8 feet, and then 8 feet, and then 3 feet, and then 4 feet. Okay. But don't worry, I'll take care of the numbers.
Awesome.
So when you look at Dallas's kennel, like,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I think it's almost a microcosm of Dallas CB.
I think he's got it going on, and
where there's this great attention to detail. Everything is regimented.
Data everywhere. And
It's just bing, bang, bing, bang.
And this is kind of the last big improvement on the dog yard, like for the master plan. Trying to get this done before the ground freezes. We got some cute little new puppies here. Huh, Ripples. So Ripple here, she, come on, lady. She raced with me many times. She won the Iditarod with me in 2017. One of the best athletes I've ever raced. So these guys are only about a week old, so eyes aren't open yet, but they're pretty cute. What do you think? Yeah. Ripple's a really good mama, very attentive, so she doesn't mind her puppies getting handled and played with. It's kind of fun to see some of these with like the more traditional husky markings on them. Oh, there's a big puppy yawn. Yeah, a little puppy. We can just open up the gate and let the puppies out, and it's straight into the field and the trails, and they're not having to run by other adult dogs or anything.
you know that I always thought when I was a kid that I would do good at racing cars, so I could go drive. You all right? Yeah. Sure. Excuse the mess. I haven't been down here in a while. Hi, old timer. Like I said, I haven't even seen it all summer. You remember from the side? There you go. They say if you can race a legend car and learn how to drive it, you can drive just about any race car. And this car is capable of 140 miles an hour. in my very first race, I was competing against guys that have been doing it all their life and who are older than me. And I was competing with them. And that was right away, I was hooked. They said Adigan spent the first year of his life in the backseat of a truck. He got over 35,000 miles. Come on. No, let's not crash. I've won a lot of races. I'm excited about doing this, but not as much as he is excited about wanting to do it, you know?
You know, if racing is kind of like going out slowly out the door, I know that's been his thing for years, decades, so it probably is scary and hurts to think about that going away.
I got to get back to me and the way I was, and you know, the organized, responsible guy that loved life, not the irresponsible, unorganized, depressed guy that hates everything in life at the moment. Maybe not.
Like, why don't we turn dogs into something that can help other people? So, you know, how they do therapy with people in Mustangs, things like that. I think we'll hopefully do something that's just a little bit more, I don't know, conscientious. And
Can you drive this one around this?
Now let's keep this one on. I'm not right, and my head hasn't been right, and it hasn't been positive, and those are things we're addressing. But you know, step back.
Let's try this one too.
Yeah, okay. That was just smaller. See, yep, that much smaller. See? You know, of course, I told you I came home from my Iditarod, and I basically spent the first couple of weeks just waiting for that phone call. Once I got that phone call, everything was about getting to Massachusetts and as fast as possible, basically.
Get out.
What's he doing?
Out. Well, they're just in here peeing. Go. I mean, get out. Go. Get out.
He really just came in here and peed? I look around every day. You know, I'm looking around here right now. I'm just like, what the hell? Really? You know, there was a time that I must have been pretty, I was pretty proud. I mean, you wouldn't see this in my garage. It was organized, it was clean. And all of those things have been affected. It's embarrassing. I worked my ass off my entire life to accomplish and achieve, or not achieve, but acquire everything I own. And now, I mean, I look at it and I'm like, what the? It is what it is, and it's, how do I say, you know, another thing I'm going to have to accept. You know, there's a lot more, shit got out of hand, fell apart. It's hard to think about even where do I start to even, okay. Here, come on, this way. Watch what you're doing. That way. Last Sunday, a week ago today, she was going to go spend a little time visiting while I was watching football. At about 9:15 or so, I sent her a message. Right away, she apologized and said, okay, I'm on my way. Not that I tell her what to do, but when I said, no worries, take your time, another half hour didn't seem to be a big deal. Is that yeah, almost looks like a bald eagle for a minute. So I took the kids up to bed, and That is I'm pretty sure that was a bald eagle. Not a real common thing up in the interior. Anyway, at about 11 o'clock, I fell asleep.
Jenna's with friends, doesn't come home one night. Lance wakes up in the middle of the night. He's concerned. He makes phone calls.
And it went right to voicemail. So, took a little while to get the kids up and dressed in the truck, and I went to,
There's two, Dad. Look, one for you and one for me.
and I went down to the house there, and they came to the door. She's not here? No, she left at about 10:30. I said, I hope she didn't run off the road. Out loud, man, I can't drive and watch you. And Adigan said, Dad, the four-wheeler's right there, upside down. There's a whole nother one right there. Appeared to have rolled several times, ultimately landing on top of her. And that's what we found that morning, you know. Oh, baby. At that moment, wasn't going to sit right there. I had to get the kids out of there. You know, my boy knew right away. We spent some time down there with the troopers and the ambulance. Ultimately,
A-T-I-G-U-N.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. V. W. X. Y. Z.
Excellent. It says my name, it starts with A. I spell it Adigan. A-T-I-G-U-N. Mommy and Daddy say my name is special, just like me. And who is that?
Adigan.
That's you.
I find if I start talking about it, I start crying. So I just tell myself the last 8 years have been the happiest of her life. The kids, she loves Alaska. And it hurts to think maybe in 10 years they'll have no memory of her. So it's just hard.
No, this was the second one. Wasn't that cool to fly a drone?
Yeah.
I've never seen one before.
Is this all-wheel?
Pardon me?
Is this all-wheel drive?
Yeah, I'm gonna call and confirm. Yeah, you have to first have to order a full-size car.
The worst week of my life, but it's been amazing watching everyone kind of come together and pitch in, and it's, you know, it's about the community here, and Mushes are all super tight-knit, and they've been coming every day, and Lance's family has been here, and so as horrible as it's been really beautiful to see everyone sort of come together.
Hey, everything is already good.
Dad?
We have
Do you still have to clean up my picture?
Thank God. But we have other things, and when we have to make another batch of peanut butter, we will.
I gotta make peanut butter cookies.
It's part of schooling. Absolutely.
Holly's face, Lance holding up, I think.
He is kicking ass. He's doing really awesome. He's been just, you know.
You gotta turn this way. See where the arrow's going?
It's been awesome to watch. He's really just a great dad. But, you know, obviously struggling.
I ate all of my food.
I know, I saw that. Good job. Thank you. You doing all right? Yeah. I love you. How about you? You doing all right? You can't make cake. Don't turn. Thank you. I love you. My hand's cold. My hand's cold. So yeah, pretty tough week. I can't believe it's already been a week.
I have a vision eventually for our land, and maybe even land somewhere else, like down in the Pacific Northwest, where we can have dogs for the coldest months of the year, because we both don't want to really be doing that too much longer. But always keep this place and have it be something really beautiful. So, yeah.
Life goes on. I'm, standing here right at the moment. I'm so confused at what that means exactly. I have two beautiful kids that she was so happy and caring and loving. And, these two kids are my priority. We're gonna make this work. I don't know exactly how that's,